Hi guys and welcome to my channel. This is the look I've created today. It's not the kind of look that I usually go for by any stretch, but I thought try something new. I got this in the Black Friday sale. I think it's still on sale at the moment. This palette is only, when I bought it was only £9. I'll need to check to see if it is still discounted, but without the discount it is £15, so it's not a bad deal whatsoever for what you get. I am thoroughly impressed by this palette. So this is the palette. It is called Book of Magic by Beauty Bay. It's stunning. The shimmers in it are absolutely gorgeous. So pigmented. All of it's pigmented, but the shimmers I'm so impressed by. So if you'd like to see how I've created this look and you want a more in-depth review, then watch to the end of the video. Let's get into the tutorial. I initially sat down to do this without my mirror. Good start. Does that work? Rearrange. If anyone wants to buy me a candle for Christmas, then please. Brilliant. Right, so I'm doing it a little bit differently today. I'm not doing a voiceover like I usually do because I feel as though I can't give you an in-depth enough review if I'm just doing it with a voiceover, because I'm very limited on time with voiceovers. Oh, I'm just gonna whiz through my base, my skin makeup, well, base, because I'm not we'll see. So I don't feel as though I really need to do an in-depth one. I'll do a proper in-depth one at some point. Not sure what that was. That means in-depth. So I'm first going in with the ILLAMASQUA Hydra Veil Primer. Ta-da! Do I look beautiful yet? Using my always go-to Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation in the shade 110. Fenty Beauty is known for having a very broad range of skin tones, and I am super duper pale, so that works brilliantly for me. I've decided to go for a more full coverage, kind of, is that the right word? Full coverage look. So, like I've said before, with everyday makeup I tend to only put foundation in the places where I need it, but for today I'm going to be doing it over my entire face. Right, I've just come upstairs, so I need a sec. Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define. I really want this foundation, I've decided. I want to try it. Whilst that's drying and becoming all nice and tacky, going in with the MODELCO Clear Brow Gel. These eyebrows could do with some TLC. That's a job for another day. I'm loving this sort of subtle glow that you can get with the Fenty Beauty, the Fenty Beauty foundation, yes. For powder, I am going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless and the True Beauty Fluffy Powder Brush. I want more sort of defined brows today, I think. So I'm going to use the Revlon Colorstay brow tint. I don't use this as a tint. My eyebrows don't really need tinting. I just use it as sort of a liquid brow. Now for the exciting bit that you're here for, I'm assuming. Thank you, Black Friday. This is the Beauty Bay Book of Magic palette. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these, but I am very excited. I think I want to go more purpley. Right, so look how clean the mirror is. So I'm going to go in with the shade Vanish. Normally I think that shade would probably be too sort of yellow. It's just a setting, but it's okay because I'm gonna go ham with the other shades anyway. So if you are looking for a palette with a good setting shade that you can use on the daily, it's not brilliant. It is a very yellow sort of beigey shade. So just make sure that before you buy it, if that's what you're after in particular, you make sure that the shade will match you. I'm going to take my little angled brush. I usually use this for my brows. I'm going to go in with the shade Voodoo, and I'm just going to use that to create a sort of wing. Super pigmented. Initial impressions are positive, just above my crease. I don't know if it's just my makeup skills or the palette, but the pigment isn't coming out particularly even. It's probably my makeup skills because I'm not fantastic by any stretch. But that isn't the end of the world because you can always build up the colour. Now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to create sort of faded down effect. So I've got Voodoo, which is the darkest purple, going into a lighter purple, going into a blue, I think. We'll experiment. Now to keep this sort of edge going, I'm going to continue using this same brush. So take a tissue, just wipe out the excess product, and I'm going to go in with the shade Sorcery. I'm keeping my eye open for this just so that I can map out the shape of my eye. It's harder when your eye's closed to get an accurate shape. You'll end up all skew-whiffed when your eye's open. And I'm going about halfway across my eye. I'm going to go back into my stamping brush with that same shade. And I'm going to go in with the shade Trick, this blue shade. Back in with that stamping brush. I'm making really sure not to go over the other colours. So far, I am thoroughly enjoying this palette. We will see how well it blends together though. Lastly, I'm going to go in with this shade, Elixir. I'm bringing it just above the crease, even to the outer corner of my eye, just so that you can really see that shade and it doesn't get squashed and hidden by the crease. So at the moment it's looking a smidge patchy, So I think what I'm going to do is go in with this stamping brush and ever so slightly overlap the colours. This lighter purple shade, Sorcery, is stunning. This shade Trick does not want to stay in my crease at all. Gonna go in with the Spectrum B07 brush, and I'm just going to use that to very gently blend all these shades together. Make sure to take your time with this, there's no rush. You just want this to look as blended as possible. That blue and purple are blending together really nice. So, we've ended up with this. But of course we need some shimmer. I'm going to try and place different shimmer colours over the different sections. So for this purple section, I don't feel the need to really have shimmer out here. I want that to be more matte. But for the shade Sorcery, I'm going to use this shimmer Charmed. Just tap it on with your finger. Next, over the shade Trick, I'm going to be using the shimmer Potion. Oh, that's beautiful. Lastly, over the shade Elixir, I'm going to be using the shade Moonlight. Unfortunately, with these shimmers, there is a bit of fallout. Not ideal. Blend all those shimmers together. Now for the under eye, obviously I'm going to use my fluffy pencil brush as I always do, and I'm just going to sort of mirror what's up here. Except for the shade Elixir in my inner corner, I'm actually going to use the shade Moonlight. Just blend it all together. And obviously this wouldn't be complete without eyeliner. So I'm going in with the Rimmel London Glam'Eyes Professional Liquid Liner. I don't feel the need to go all the way across my eye with this. I'm just going to do an outer wing, and I'm going to elongate the inner portion of my eye. To do that, you just create a tiny weeny little triangle and fill it in. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm just going to do my other eye and then I will be back with you. Okay, so I've done my other eye. I just need to add some mascara. Pop on your favourite false lashes. My collection is non-existent at the moment because I have no money. So instead of wearing falsies, I am just going to use the Rimmel London Scandaleyes Volume on Demand. I'm going to be doing a few layers of this because obviously it's quite heavy eyeshadow. I don't want my eyelashes to be completely... Do you know what that means? I don't. What are we thinking? I really like it. I don't usually go for something this dramatic. Right, so now for the rest of my face. Going in with the Body Shop Shimmer Waves bronze and using the True Beauty bronzer brush. This is just giving a bit of colour back to my face. I don't know why everyone hates on shimmery bronzer. It makes it look more natural, less muddy, I think. It doesn't give you as much depth or sort of contour as you would with a matte bronzer, but if you're looking for a more sort of naturally shaped face, then I'd go for a shimmery one. The Body Shop one in particular, you can really build it up to get the intensity that you want. it doesn't come out too strongly straight off the bat. Using the True Beauty angled blush brush, and I'm just going to use that on either side of my nose. Using the Beauty Crop Stargazing Blush Duo and the the True Beauty Complexion brush. Whoa, we got there. I'm not going to use a particular... I'm not going to use a particular shade. I just kind of mix them together. I don't know if that's what you meant to do. I'm not a makeup guru. I don't usually use a highlight when I use this blush because it already has a really sort of nice subtle glow to it, but because we've gone ham with the eyeshadow, I feel as though we probably should use highlight just to tie it all in together, especially with this extra shimmery inner corner. Unfortunately, I managed to leave my favourite highlight palette at university, so we're going to use the very smashed up and broken Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey, and I'm going to go old school and use the True Beauty fan brush. Just to make sure it's all nice and blended, I'm going back in with the True Beauty powder brush. Now, because I've gone so over the top on the eyes today, I'm going to go for something more neutral and natural on the lips, so can't go wrong with my everyday Body Shop matte lip liquid in Windsor Rose. Honestly, I think this palette is fantastic. These aren't colours that I usually play around with. This was discounted to £9 something, actually. I think it still might be. I'll have to double check that. But if you want to get your hands on this palette for cheaper, then I would do so sooner rather than later, whilst the discounts are still in place. Thank you, Black Friday. So let me know what you guys think of this. I feel like some sort of fairy. My hair, once again, not agreeing with me. Never is. I never bother with it. So, in all, I would definitely recommend this palette. It was reduced to £9. I think it's, when it's not reduced, it's £15. So for what you get, that is amazing. For £15 you get 20 shades. That's less than £1 per shade. And as you can see, these shades are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I could have used Hex, this black shade. An eyeshadow palette is always a winner when it's got a black shade in it. I am thoroughly impressed by this palette. I hope you like the look. I really do. I can't wait to go downstairs and to get absolutely rinsed by my family because they very rarely see me like this. So, thank you for joining me today, guys. I will write a full review, I think, on my new blog. I'm starting a blog. There you are. There's some news. It's going to be called Nibble. I'll explain why it's called Nibble in another video. So I'll write a full review of this if you want to check that out in more detail. Once I've got it up and running. I haven't even set up the website yet, so I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Once I've got it fully up and running, I will put the link in the description below, and you can check that out for yourself if you would like to. So if you've liked this video, then give it a thumbs up and share it, please. That would do me the world of good. If you've enjoyed me, then click on that subscribe button, on that little notification bell, and follow me on Instagram if you fancy it at ispopofcolour. I will put the link in the description below. That's all from me today, guys. Bye.